The term fashion, I would say, is generally reserved for the younger demographic, right? It's kind of that young guy's term. But style, on the other hand, doesn't have any age limits at all. And in fact, as men age, style gets to be a tool that helps us project confidence, maturity, masculinity, self-respect, and refinement. And once you get to be 40 and older, dressing well is more about sophistication, authenticity, and comfort, while still sort of keeping your finger on the pulse of what's trending. But the good news is, you don't have to completely overhaul your entire wardrobe, but knowing just a few simple style secrets can make a big difference in elevating your look. One of the most important aspects that older guys should focus on with their clothing is, of course, the fit. And that's why I want to talk about it right up front here, because regardless of how stylish that piece of clothing is, if it doesn't fit you correctly, it just won't look good, period. So know your body type, because understanding your body is critical when it comes to finding clothes that flatter you. For example, if you've gained maybe a little weight around the midsection, you might want to avoid overly tight and overly baggy clothing. Find pieces that provide some structure without being too restrictive and also not being too baggy, because if you're a bigger guy and you're wearing bigger clothes to maybe hide some of your perceived flaws, you'll just end up looking bigger than you actually are. It's challenging, and I totally get it, because off-the-rack clothing probably doesn't fit you as well as you'd like. So understanding tailoring is key. Tailoring can be your absolute best friend, because a good tailor can make small little adjustments that completely transform how that piece fits you, giving it sort of a made-for-you appearance. So maybe you need to shorten the sleeves on something, or adjust the length of your trousers, or maybe take in the sides of a jacket. And little tweaks like that can instantly elevate your overall look, no matter what body type you have. I'm going to talk about actual wardrobe items in just a minute, but I want to briefly cover the power of minimalism. So when I say minimalism, it might not be what you're thinking, because what I'm talking about is sort of that less is more when it comes to dressing in a way that's mature, refined, and elegant, right? It doesn't mean boring at all. It's more about choosing specific pieces that work together that allow you to mix and match without a lot of effort. Go with neutral color palettes like black, navy, gray, tan, and white, because those are the foundation of a versatile wardrobe. And that type of wardrobe with those basic neutral tones allows you to come up with like a ton of different outfit combinations that all match with fewer pieces, making getting dressed a lot easier and way more efficient. Neutrals also flatter the most skin tones. Invest in quality basics, because look, at this point, if you're over 40, you probably don't need or even want a closet jam-packed full of a bunch of different clothes. You just need a few high quality basics that interchange with each other, like well-fitted jeans, nice dress shirts, versatile outerwear, and a few versatile shoe options. Also, avoid those overly flashy logos and big prints, because in my opinion, I just think it's a good idea that men over 40 should probably stay away from big logos and bold prints and patterns, because the reason is those types of styles appeal to a younger demographic, which can make you look a little bit gimmicky if you wear stuff like that. Instead, like I mentioned, focus on solid neutral colors or small subtle patterns like small checks or small pinstripes that look more sophisticated. Now let's get into some actual wardrobe pieces that you might want to consider when building a wardrobe foundation. First up, belts. Most men own exactly two belts, a black one and a brown one. And those are fine, but what if you're wearing something like this? Or what if you're wearing something like this? Or what about these? Actually, I have no idea about these. Anson Belt is sponsoring today's video, and I have mentioned on numerous occasions that these are basically the only belts I wear anymore. I mean, come on, man. They're good looking with amazing quality. The fit is always perfect. The buckles are interchangeable, and they've got colors and styles to match practically any outfit and any shoe. And one of the coolest things about Anson belts is never having to worry about a bad fit. All of their belts are designed with this little micro adjustment track that always gives you a perfect fit. Traditional belts have holes spaced out 1 inch apart, and they never seem to be in the right place. But these micro adjustments are only spaced out a 1/4 inch apart. So even if you had too much for dinner, you'll always have a perfect fit. Anson belts are affordable. They're functional, and they always look amazing. They also have a ton of different styles, colors, and materials to choose from. The straps come in leather. You can also get canvas, nylon, cloth, micro suede, as well as vegan and some other premium limited edition materials. Do yourself a favor and go hit the link down below in the description and go check out everything they have, including their box sets where you can choose 3 straps and 2 buckles, all for a low price. So maybe you want like all dress belts, or maybe you want all casual belts, or you want a mix of both. You get to pick the straps and you get to pick the buckles. Go hit the link and find exactly what you're looking for. Okay, let's get into a few wardrobe items that can absolutely elevate your look. And we have to talk about dark denim. A well-fitted pair of dark wash jeans is an absolute wardrobe staple, especially for guys over 40. Now, I would avoid overly distressed or overly trendy styles that appear a little bit too youthful. Go with the simple, clean, straight cut or slim cut pair in dark blue. These can be dressed up with a sports jacket and loafers, or dressed down with a polo shirt and sneakers. Now, one step up from denim are, of course, chinos. These are for those occasions when jeans are just gonna be too casual, but then dress pants might be a little bit too formal. Chinos are just that perfect go-between. They're comfortable, they're versatile, and they come in a ton of different colors, right? I would say to go with gray, navy blue, tan, and olive. You can pair it up with a button-down shirt, a tucked-in polo shirt, or a sweater for a nice polished look. Also invest in a few good pairs of leather shoes, right? Both dress shoes and sneakers, because they'll be worth every penny. A classic pair of Oxfords or brogues, I mean, that can be worn with everything from those dark wash jeans to a suit. And I would say if you only get one pair of dress shoes, brown is gonna be the most versatile, unless you're going to a funeral or something super formal, then you'll need some in black. Leather sneakers, those are for those casual occasions, and if you go high quality, they're gonna look good and last you for years. You might also want to consider better quality dress shirts. I mean, you can wear it with a suit, of course, or even with jeans for that sort of smart casual or polished casual look. The key to pulling off this look is making sure the shirt is high quality, fits your body well, and is tucked in. Because keep in mind, most dress shirts are made longer in length and they just look really awkward untucked. Go with solid colors, or if you want pattern, just keep the pattern subtle. Another item that elevates your look is, of course, your grooming. Now, I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on this one, but just make sure you get regular haircuts and make sure any facial hair is kept nice and neat. I've said it before and I'll say it again, but just take a few extra seconds in the mirror and just give yourself a complete once-over. If you've got nose hairs poking out that you can actually see, take care of it. If you've got that one long hair that's growing out of the side of your ear, please take care of it. If you've got hair growing down the sides of your neck because you're in between haircuts, take care of it. Grooming is just easy for you to control yourself because it's free and you can do it by yourself in only a few minutes. Something else to consider is fabrics and textures. Fabric technology these days is absolutely incredible, but look for pieces that have some texture and look for materials like cashmere, wool blends, and high quality cotton blends. Texture just gives you that extra component of visual interest that elevates your overall look. Embrace your 40s and beyond, gentlemen, and remember, style and dressing well is a reflection of your own self-assurance. It also helps you project your maturity, sophistication, and your confidence. And with that, my friends, as always, thank you so much for watching, live well, and I will see you in the next one.